All right, today we're going to learn about summarizing informational text. Somebody tell me, what's an informational text? Okay. Now, an informational text is a body that gives you, it's meant on giving you information. So it's mainly things about science or history, but you can also find informational text with language arts and math as well. Now, with this, let's check out this video on YouTube about how you summarize an informational text. Okay, so now, just like the video mentioned, when a story is summarized, it's not being retold. Instead, a summary is a shortened version of the story that only gives its key points. Also, an author's argument in an informational text can be condensed into key details. Okay, so now let's try summarizing a story that we're all familiar with. How many of you guys know the story of Snow White? Okay, good. Now let's take a look. I'm just going to write out key details about Snow White on the board. Okay, so the first thing that we can say about Snow White, right? Write out Snow White here. Okay. First thing we can say about Snow White is she was the most beautiful in the land, right? What about something else about Snow White? What's another key detail about the story of Snow White? Yeah, very good. She lived with 7 dwarfs, right? Seven dwarfs. Okay. What else? Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Okay, can't forget that the evil queen transforms herself. Okay. What about another one? Okay, yeah, Snow White dies, sadly. What about one last key detail of the story of Snow White? Okay, yeah. Okay, of course, she doesn't stay dead. All right, with a kiss, Prince Charming brought her back to life. Okay, so those are the key details of Snow White. All right, now that we've seen how to list out key details for a story we do know, Snow White, let's also do that for our story of Zeus, pro or con, okay? But first, here's the first sentence for your summary. I'll give it to you, and then you can list out your key details to have an idea of what you want to write after this first sentence. Okay, so here's your first sentence. In the informational text, okay, capitalize Zeus, pro or con, okay, underline because it's a story, con. The author argues whether Zeus good or bad for the animals that are kept there. Okay, so now after you write down this first sentence, go ahead and start listing out what you believe are the key details of our story. Then, in about 10 minutes, we'll have you compare those key details with that of your partner. Okay? Okay, so now that we have our first sentence for our summaries, and you guys have written down key details, compared them with your peers, let's take a look at what you believe are the key details for this. I'll go ahead and write them on the board as one of you shares it with me at a time. And if you don't have any of these key details, please write them down so you can add it to your summary. Okay, so now I need you guys to complete your summaries using the key details that you've gotten from the board and from with your peers. You guys need to make 2 paragraphs of a summary out of the story zoos, pro or con. Okay, please make sure 5 sentences in each paragraph. Okay, once you are finished, have your partner read over it to check for any spelling mistakes and other in grammar. Once you're done with everything and a partner checks it, then you can turn it in. Alright, tonight for homework, you guys are going to be working on doing a summary of your favorite book. Please make sure it's a fictional book. That means a book that is made up. So some great books that you can do a summary on are Harry Potter. It could also be Freak the Mighty, and other books like that.